have completed over 100 projects in 13 countries around the globe. The countries are from east to west to north to the extreme areas, the extreme areas in the Africa, where the people even cannot go in those areas. One of the in the country is the Niger, where we built a school. We built one of the largest school in the country. That's the elementary school. And we started with educating 200 kids at the first stage, and then every year we will be increasing the number of classes and the number of students. So that was one of our biggest project we did last year. We estimated that over 200,000 beneficiaries got benefited out of those projects in around the world. And that of course that requires your donations and all of your project sponsorship.
Basically in Africa there are 3 or 4 primary needs of those people: education, water, food, and their healthcare particularly. So all these projects are in pipeline, but you know, the healthcare, to set up a hospital or basic medical care center, we need a lot of funds to run those things, and people from different countries, from different areas, they go and visit those places and try to help them. Like the eye care is one of those issues in those things, and probably we have done hundreds of these operations free of cost to the people over there.
Yeah, one of the interesting thing is maybe our viewer noticed that we had so many times the calls were dropped during when we were calling to the Africa. The line, the quality was not very good. So we can just imagine how difficult is just to have a phone call in those countries. So we can imagine how difficult is the life there, how they can survive, how they can struggle for the water, for the food, for the health care, when they are not even able to talk.
Typically the life is very difficult in those countries because the water supplies and even their houses or their huts, they are not to the modern standards of life. They live in a very difficult times, and they need a lot of help from the people from this part of the world or other part of the world. But despite all these things, we need to increase our effort to help them and the people to get education so that they can support them ultimately themselves.
One of the our project is food security, and I just want to let our viewers know only one day, that is the Eid ul-Azha day, every year we do the Qurbani project. So only last year we estimated that we fed 134,000 people in one day in African country, in 7 countries. So we collect the donations from the people who want to sacrifice their animals in those African countries, and we send those funds to those countries. So 7 countries they participated last year. So 134,000 people were provided fresh meat in one day in Africa, and there are those people who usually cannot even afford or cannot even eat the meat throughout the year. They only wait for one day to eat the fresh meat, which is Humanity First only who can provide.
That was a good day for them to enjoy their food, and they could think of a better times to come in their life like that.
Exactly, because when we started this program a few years back, I heard that the people eat the meat first time in their life. They could not even think that they can eat the fresh meat of goat, what Humanity First is providing them. And other than that particular project, throughout the year we have this the goat sacrifice project. We can lots of our donors, they want to sacrifice the animal time to time throughout the year, and we have those the food supply in those African countries.
Basically the food and medical care, that is the most important parts which Humanity First is going to provide them. Last year the hospital, which is going to be coming up to the international standard, we have spent a lot of money on that one, and it will be a very effective for the people of that area.
Yeah, that's in Senegal. So we are building the very high-tech hospital. That would be the first very advanced software in the hospital in Senegal, which is equipped with all the surgical instrument, all the medical facilities under one roof. So that is going to be completed, inshallah, in next few months. So that is the first phase. Is we have a building, but the second phase would be the building, the construction of the whole big hospital. That would be the largest hospital in that region. Actually, what we are planning for in next few years.
We have enumerated our activities in the social help, the humanity first, but to all these activities, what our donors are listening to it, we request them to please chip in some of it so that we can help those people who need our help. So your help will be help to many to save lives, to give them good life, to give them good education, to give them a real feel of the life that they are being looked after by the people of the world.
Yeah. So even in that hospital, if our donors are interested to sponsor any ward sponsor or the operation theater sponsor, or if they want to sponsor the full pharmacy, so we have so many options for them. We can have those specific areas dedicated to their names. They can sponsor the pharmacy under their name or their loved ones. They can sponsor the hospital bed only, or some of the areas of the they can sponsor the machine, some X-ray machines, some laboratory machines. So there are so many opportunities for our donors.
Care, the minimum is what you can supports a eye surgery for someone that will cost about $120 per person. You can, this is the minimum what you can give a help to the people to have a better eyes for them. They can live comfortably in their life. And similarly, water for life, that is the most important thing in Africa, and one can collectively or individually they can support some well or water pump in those areas. They are a different thing, like a water well will cost us about $5,000 in those countries, because we have to dig deep down for that much. A lot of funds are required for that one to provide water supplies to different areas.
Yeah. So Water for Life is our very popular program actually. So lots of our donors, they want to donate for a well on behalf of their loved ones, their parents, and we actually put the name plate on the well that shows their sponsor name. About 27 well we built in Africa and around 23 we built in Pakistan, only in 1 year. This year so far, since the beginning of year, only in Africa we have built 23 wells. As we mentioned while we were talking to Chad, only in 1 month they built 8 wells in the month of February. So those countries, they are very much enthusiastic to work on these projects. They are very passionate. They only need the support from our donors. So there's the direct cost delivered to the real beneficiary. There is no admin cost. We all are volunteer, you know. Those people on those countries, they are volunteer
knowing
too.
From accounts background, we know our overhead charges are minimum in the world. That is close to 7% of what you are donate, because most of the donation which you give to us, or we provide all those supplies to those people as per your wish. Whatever the program you select for the help, all the money goes into that program.
Yes, exactly. Even everybody in our team are very highly professional people, but all volunteer. So all the money directly goes to the donor, the beneficiary. We don't have any wastage. Just for the water well, the whole money goes to the contractor who is building the well. There's no cost for me. There's no cost for the people on that recipient countries who are managing all these things. Everything is based on volunteer.
Humanity First beauty is that it's almost 100% workers are volunteers. There is no cost for their expertise or for their work or the hours they put into these things. like if you look into the resettlement of the people, it requires hours to generate their documents and then look into the accuracy of documents so that they are get the opportunity to come over to the different places.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. We're just going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our closing remarks. We're almost at the end of the telethon, so we'll be back after this short video.
हर एक पल ले जाएं सबका अज़्म है इसका हर पल खिदमत ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट दुनिया
Destructed homes, empty schools, and abandoned hospitals. It's not our story, but it is the story of millions of people around the world. Regardless of any religion, race, and creed, we at Humanity First always hope for a better world. From quick disaster response to supply of clean water and groceries in most remote areas, and from schools to vocational training centers across the world, Humanity First has affected the lives of thousands. Be the part of this change. Say yes to Humanity First. Because it's not how much we give, but how much love we put in giving. For donations, simply dial 416-440-0346 or visit humanityfirst.ca.
दौड़ी जाए हर एक पल ले जाए सबका अज़्म है इसका हर पल खिदमत ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट दुनिया में आफत जब आए इसकी टीमें दौड़ी जाए हर एक पल ले जाए सबका अज़्म है इसका हर पल खिदमत ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट दुनिया में आफत जब आए इसकी टीमें दौड़ी जाए हर एक पल ले जाए सबका अज़्म है इसका हर पल खिदमत ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी
Humanity First Global Telethon 2018. The Canada team is now in front of you We are about to close our telethon to today, but before we do that, we would like to invite our Director Programs, Nomana Khan Sahiba, to talk about the various programs, especially the Canadian programs that is being run in Canada by Humanity First team. Nomana Khan Sahiba, are you online?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How is everybody?
Very good, very much charged right now.
First of all, I would like to congratulate and thank all the donors, all volunteers and supporters for taking part in this global telethon and making it unity. So we invite them in various programs such as computer training, language skills, health and fitness program. They come in those programs and they build their social and different skills that helps them in getting integrated to the society. And it also impacts positively on their mental and physical health.
Tell us something about your transit ticket programs. I understand that you help people with transportation.
Yes, we help all our food bank clients and any other person who is facing challenges in affording the cost of commute, cost of transportation. So we provide them with bus tickets, bus passes, especially students, newcomers, and food bank clients.
That's wonderful.
And this program is actually supported by the regional municipality.
So this is a sponsored program, right?
Yes.
Tell us about you mentioned that you also help newcomers. How do you help newcomers?
So when newcomers arrive, we invite them for an orientation session and we give them training and introduction on their new life in Canada for every step of their way. And we provide them a startup package with winter clothing, household supplies, anything that they need to initially start their life in Canada. And we also provide them bus tickets to make their transportation easier. And we also provide them guidance and referral to various resources and agencies in the community that can help them in any way they need.
Right. And in the food program, food bank's delivery program, our volunteers go and deliver food to the homes. What type of feedback do you get from those people who receive the food at their homes?
You know, feed delivery service is such an amazing service, and my heart goes out for those volunteers who are doing it selflessly throughout the year, rain or shine. Despite of any severe weather, our volunteers bring food to the doors of those who cannot reach us. So we fill the gap with the delivery service. Many times we receive testimonials like, your delivery volunteers are like angels. We don't even see them sometimes. They come and they drop off the food at our door. And it's such a selfless service that they say, we don't have words to say thank you.
Very good.
Especially seniors or anyone who is physically disabled or has challenges in driving. Those people are very grateful and they benefit from this program.
So you've been telling us that you have a food security program where food bank delivers food to the people. You provide transit tickets. You help newcomers with resettlement. You provide them orientation. Then you have hundreds of people who come here and get training in various other fields, including the internship. So all this is done by volunteers. How many volunteers do you have?
Only for food bank services across the country, especially in GTA, we have more than 1,000 volunteers who are performing food collection, food procurement, food drives, feeding the homeless program, delivering food to people's home, and collecting donations in various parts of the country. So there are more than 1,000 volunteers.
MashaAllah, very good. And this team at your food bank, you also provide support to the administrative team as well as the international projects and programs?
Yeah, we are actually, we have opened so many volunteer opportunities at our head office. And it does not only pertain to the food bank services. The volunteers who come here, they get training on administrative jobs, clerical jobs, data entry, finance assistance. In any area where there is a need, we train the volunteers here. We provide professional training on that area, and they develop their professional skills. Many times they get references from us, and based on those references, they find good employment in various other employment agents, other businesses and corporations.
Right. So right now, our viewers are listening to you in this program. Do you have any message for them?
My message is that serving to humanity, I think, is the best deed that anyone can avail in their life. When you feed a hungry person, when you solve someone's problem, when you put a smile on anyone's face, it is such a feeling that has no other alternative, and it is unbeatable feeling. And I can give away anything for helping out to anyone. So this is my message, that since we are growing now, our programs and services are growing, we need people with passion, who have the passion to serve humanity. So if you are one of them, please don't stay away. Reach out to us and get engaged with us and serve humanity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your enlightening views, and thank you very much for giving us the details of the program. We are now in the final minute of our global telethon. We started on time, but we had some glitches on our program. There were some issues due to which our program got slightly delayed, but we had an open time at the end. Luckily, we were the last country to really complete this 24-hour telethon, and because of this, we extended our program for 2 hours, although we were scheduled to end it at 6 p.m., but it's 8 p.m., and I am happy that we extended our time, so we are able to do slightly reasonable amount of collection than what we had earlier, although we were not able to achieve our target that we wanted to achieve. But we are thankful to Almighty Allah for whatever we have been able to achieve. It is only Allah's blessing. It is only the sacrifice of our donors and supporters, the selfless people who really did not hesitate to come up with small and large donations for various programs. Young, old, everyone came forward to donate for our Water for Life program, for our orphan care program, for Gift of Sight program, for hospital global health program, for Knowledge for Life program. Many programs, people came and made sure that they're donating for various programs. We are very much thankful to Almighty Allah. We are very much thankful to our donors and supporters. We are very much thankful to the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat for its ongoing support that it provides. We look forward to our donors and supporters to come and join us as volunteers as well, and we look forward to them for more donations. We will continue to make a difference in the lives of people who need help through the help of our donors and supporters. This